What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Cody coming at you from Just Life Outdoors. Hey, this is part of my 30-day video series. That's right, 30 days in a row. I'm gonna put out a video every single day answering what I would call the most common questions. So this is 30 days, 30 ways, tips and tricks to get you ripping lips. All right, so question number one of the most common ones we get: what is the best bait for crappie? That question has plagued crappie fishermen for years, right? So what is the best bait? There's a plethora of options. Let's go over that really quick. My intention is to keep this series short, 3 to 5 minute videos that answer you quickly. So one of the most common answers is minnows, right? You have minnows that you can use. You just take it like a number 4 gold Aberdeen hook, tip it with that, put a bobber on it, sink it down, boom. You have the ultimate real life setup there, right? So option number 2 is a hand tied. So I personally like to get my hand tied. They come pre-made. They come in these little packs like this. I get them from the big box store, whether it's Bass Pro or Cabela's or whatever. I typically go with an 1/8 ounce jig head. That's just my personal preference. And then the color depends on the time of year and the body of water that you're fishing, right? So this is a 1/16 ounce jig head, but hand tied is option number 2. So number 2 is hand tied jigs that you can use. Number 3 is our favorite and the one that you always see us using on the water at all times. It's 1/8 ounce jig head, just straight up 1/8 ounce jig head, just like the one you see here. 1/8 ounce jig head paired with a colored body. And if you watch the channel, you know we have tons of colors because it really does depend on the day, the lake, the time of year. There's a lot of factors that go into what color works best on which body of water you fish. I personally like to use purples and chartreuses. My dad is more of a natural shad color and a black type of jig body type of guy. Those are what we like to use. So your top 3 best baits in my opinion is a minnow. Number 1, minnow. Use a minnow for a live minnow. You can't beat the live action of a minnow. Number 2 would be a hand tied jig, something like I showed you, something like these that have the marabou tail on them and whatnot. And then option number 3, 1/8 ounce jig head paired with a colored body of your choice. And again, the color that you choose changes. I mean, it can change from spot to spot the same day on the same lake, but each lake is different and you're going to want to figure out the color of the day. And that's one of the tips that I give on one of my other previous videos, is to figure out what color they want to bite on that day. But that's my top 3 best baits for crappie and what I would throw if I was getting into crappie fishing and I was a new fisherman. Hope that helps. Again, 30 days, 30 ways to get you ripping lips. Hope that helps. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, and I appreciate you hanging out.